debug data recovery, and we got the motherboard with DRAM and CPU LED switching constantly and not booting at all, no picture on the screen, nothing. Fans on, system on, but nothing happens, just those two LEDs switching. And what do we see here? We got a few pins busted in the socket, and I must admit the person is pretty young and it's their first build, so we're not being too judgmental on them, but this is the first pin that got bent. This is fixable, no problem, but there is a bigger problem over here. As you can see, over here we have actually one pin torn off, and it got stuck here and shorting those two other pins. Luckily it's not power pins, otherwise there would be a little bit of spark, but there is a couple around the broken one that we need to fix too and align. If this pin that's broken off is duplicated, which possibly be the case, then the person is lucky, and we will straighten up the rest of them and just fire it up, and it's no big deal. Obviously this is not going to be covered by the warranty if something else happens, but it's better than to have a non-working board, especially a brand new one. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this little busted pin. And we will attempt to straighten up the other ones. Alright, let's try it from this side. Alright, so this one got straightened up. Still got the flexibility on it. It's good. This one we don't need, I think, to wiggle too much. Just a little bit to the right. I think we're good. Okay, now it's better. Alright, so we got this one straightened up. Let's get that other one done. Let's get a little bit different angle. Doesn't look too bad, but I think it's lowered down a little bit too much. So we're going to pull it up a bit. There we go. Now it looks perfect. Perfecto. Alright, well, let's give it a try. There is no short. We removed that broken pin. I'm not seeing any other damages here on the socket. Now let me check this one up. It's a little weird looking, like over here. Like something is sticking there. Let's get it. Yeah, it's some kind of a plastic. Let me get a toothpick. Takes a little bit of patience and steady hands. You know, I don't feel it sticking out at all, so it should be fine. This is gonna stay there. All right, let it be there. Double check that all the other ones are fine. So this one looks a little lifted too much. Can you see it? Right here. It actually has a broken end on it. So here's another one that we found. Now let's check if that broken end is stuck anywhere. You see how tiny it is? Let me zoom in. You see the difference? Gotta have this nice gold-plated end on it, and it's broken off right here. So this may not create a contact as well with the processor pad. That can be a problem as well. But my concern is that little piece that broken off. We gotta find that one now. Where did it go? Let's see if we will find it. Not necessarily the case that it's stuck anywhere here, but we better check it. It's a good spot to check those little ends that I'm talking about. You see this little piece? The very end is broken off on that one that we just looked at. So I'm not seeing any debris in any of those pins. Just that first one, and we got that one out. $1,700 pins over here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. Back in the days, we used to solder those sockets. Doesn't make any sense to do nowadays because the boards are so cheap. And volumes are so small. See, this is the spot where we just straighten one up. Like over here, you can't even determine which one was it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Everything else seemed to be intact. The only thing I want to check is this little black piece. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe it's just a reflection of the plastic. Maybe not. Let's try to wiggle it. Yeah, it is part of plastic, so we gotta get this one out. Yeah, if we're gonna bend these a little bit here, not I'm doing it, but if we will, we can straighten them up, no big deal. This plastic piece is so tiny and is getting stuck underneath it. May prevent from a good contact. Let me try the tweezers now. There we go. Come on, buddy. Did it fly on the side? Oh yeah, right there. Alright, we got it out. I'm going to show you how it looks without the scope in a second. So I placed it here on the metal heatsink. This is the part that we're looking at. And I'm going to move a camera and show you how it looks in real world. Alright, so this is how it looks in real world. Can you see it? It's right here on this little heatsink. And that's where it is. That little black piece is what we just pulled from the socket. That's how small it is. You cannot even see it with your naked eye. Almost. Anyways, thanks for watching. Kickstarter recovery, and we're helping some young folks with their first builds. This is the spot where the pin got broken off. This is the spot where we fixed one. And there is a spot with the broken end. Right there. We'll see if we'll fire up. Alright, so sadly, we are now having the constant DRAM LED on. It doesn't cycle between the CPU and the DRAM. So most likely it's not going to work the easy way. We'll have to figure out what to do with it and how to fix it. I mean, the worst case scenario, it would be a motherboard or CPU or both. I anticipate it probably gonna be just a motherboard, but we'll see. I'm gonna finish this video on this moment because we're gonna have to find that out, and it's gonna take some time. At least we found out what the problem is initially. The broken pins, damaged CPU socket. So be sure next time when you're building the system, be very accurate. It's been told many times that you need to be very accurate with the sockets, and when you're installing the CPU as well. So take care. If you got questions, post your comments and we'll be happy to help you out. Take care.